We've got a pretty bad crack here in one of the deck boards. You can see this will almost drive right through if you put your whole weight on that. So it's not very stable and we need to reinforce it. We could cut and replace this board with a new one, but of course it'll probably be something like this color. It won't match and it'll be obviously replaced. So we're gonna reinforce this with some boards underneath so it looks just as good. Here's the crack from underneath. What we need to do is take two 2x4s lengthwise in their structural orientation on both sides so it'll add support there, and then attach it to the two joists on either side. And this is 14.5 inches. So we'll mark this board. I'm gonna go a 1/16 of an inch below 14.5, so it'll fit in there a little bit better because it's right on 14.5. And I wanna know that I'm gonna cut on this side of the pencil. And now we'll mark our cut line. And now we'll cut off the excess. And now this fits in there real nice. I just want to tap that in, and that's just what I wanted it to do. We're going to offset it a little bit from the edge here, so whenever you look down at it from the top, you won't see these boards quite as much, because if they're closer to the edge, it'd be easier to see. We're using these decking screws here. They've got the self-tapping cut, and we have a star bit head, which personally I prefer. If you have Phillips, the Phillips tend to try to pull out whenever you're going in. The star bit here, it doesn't have as much of a taper. Whenever it's going in, it tends to stay in the head of the screw a lot. Using an impact like this is super nice because it's a lot shorter, especially in these tight quarters. And with the star bit, you don't have to apply quite as much pressure from behind. Now we'll go ahead and get the other side. Here's a brand new decking board here. And you can see, first of all, the big difference in color. If you put this up here on the top, it would stick out like a sore thumb. But with the fix that we did, you see it from underneath and it really doesn't stick out that much. It almost just looks like support beams. So it blends in a lot more. Because we have those boards offset, you don't even see them when you're walking across the deck. You only see them from a little bit of an angle, and then at that point you just barely get a glimpse of them. And this is, I mean, I trust it. It is strong and it's got to be able to hold that weight. So this really fixed our problem. Other than this visible crack, this looks really good. That blends in, and now we don't have a brand new fresh board sitting right here.